So good morning everybody.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So today let us discuss about analytical petty cash book. It means that each and every expenses is analyzed, and it is also known as columnar petty cash book. It has got lot of columns. See, he has drawn it. This is the first time you draw it like this. This way you have to draw it. This is the drawing of analytical petty cash book. It's not yet complete. You have to give here the lines. So first it will be debit and here it will be credit. And here you give the amount received and then date and give here the particulars. After that you give here total payment. One column will be total payment and leave this page totally and come at the end. At the end you give ledger accounts and also ledger folio, because sometimes you may pay some money to a personal account, suppose to someone, so that comes in the ledger, not in expense. That way, maybe you have paid, it will come in the ledger and there should be the ledger folio page number. So after doing this, these are fixed in every question. After doing this, it depends on the question how many columns will be there here. This is the analysis of payment. It may be 7 columns, 6 columns, 5 columns, I don't know, it all depends on the question. From the question, you take the figures in, you can write here in working like this way. From the question, you write here printing and stationery, then carriage and cartage, like that. This way, conveyance, CONVEYANC, conveyance means traveling expenses. This way, you make the heads of expenditure. From the question, you shall make the heads of expenditure in your working. So it depends on the question which will be the heads of expenditure. Like maybe suppose printing and stationery has come 3 times. You have written printing and stationery 1 time is okay, and then carriage and cartage maybe 4 times is okay. That way, in working it is better you make an idea what will be the name of the column and how many columns will be there. And it is advised that at the end, here you can last one you can give the miscellaneous expenditure or sundry expenses. Sometimes there may be an item in the question as sundry expenses, so you have to make column, and sometimes you just make a sundry expenses even is not clearly given in the question, because there may be 1 or 2 item which you cannot define, which is not regular. Sometimes it is there, that is sundry expenses, miscellaneous expenses, not a regular one. So that way you give miscellaneous expenses. So in our question, in the last question, we have already selected the headings. And how many headings are there? 7. So you make 7 columns, equal columns. You make 7 equal columns here. 7 equal columns. You can put a scale and give the measurement, because all columns are expected to be of equal size. That looks nice. Okay, 7 columns you have to make here, and many people do it that they have made the 6 column and last one is very fat one. It doesn't look nice. Make some idea that all the 7 columns will be equal. Sometimes it may be 5 columns, sometimes it may be 8 columns, you don't know. That's why I told you there will be lot of columns, but I cannot exactly say how many, because it depends on the what? Question. So this question was already done, that class we have already discussed. So we are repeating this question. So the number 1 is, column is, and one more person can tell me? Please write carriage and cartage. Carriage and cartage. You can write a short, CNC, short, for the time being. Carriage and cartage. And next one? Please write postage and stamps. Postage and stamps. Shortcut you can write. Next? Refreshment. Next? Conveyance. Next? Printing and stationery. And next? Miscellaneous expenditure. You have given one more.
Telephone charges.
Okay, telephone charges and miscellaneous expenditure. Miscellaneous expenses you can write. And like say, refreshment, one column he has made. Sometimes in the question, there may not be any word like refreshment. But you can make it because you think that the tea, sweets and other things have been brought for the guests or customers. So this will definitely be included in miscellaneous refreshment. That way you can make some column of your own depending on the item. The miscellaneous word may not be there, but you may make. Like that refreshment may not be there in the question, but you may make. You know which one will be coming in miscellaneous, which will be coming in refreshment, which will be coming under conveyance, which will be coming under carriage and cartage. These things you should understand. You can understand. There should not be any problem. Which one will be coming where? Let's look at the question from the beginning. In the question is written, you have received rupees 1,000. How much? From head cashier. You write 2 cash account. 2 cash account. 2 cash account. 2 cash account. 1,000 left, very left. And the date you give the date 2020 January 1. Okay. So this amount you have received 1,000 and this is your impressed amount, and with this you shall start the spending. Next item is what?
Paid rupees 100 for carriage and cartage.
Please write by carriage and cartage. By carriage and cartage. Date is
5 days.
okay. By carriage and cartage, how much?
100.
100 in the total payment and 100 again in the carriage and cartage. Every item will be coming to the main column here and then it will go to the respective column. Next item,
Paid rupees 50 for postage and stamps.
by postage and stamps, give the date.
January 6th.
Yeah, how much? 50?
50.
Yes, you write in the main column 50 and postage and stamps again 50. Okay, next item.
Paid rupees 80 for tea, biscuits and sweets.
Buy tea, biscuits and sweets. You write here. Buy tea, biscuits and sweets. Date,
Same day.
same date, and amount is
80.
80 in total payment column, total, and in refreshment 80 again. I told you these things. These figures are coming twice. Next item.
Paid rupees 25 for postage and stamps.
Buy postage and stamps. Please write buy postage and stamps. You give the date
10 January.
10. Postage and stamps, how much?
Rupees 25.
25 in total and 25 in postage and stamps. And give the date is 10. Next,
Paid rupees 125 for bus fare.
buy bus fare. Buy bus fare. Date
11 January.
11 January. Amount. So you write bus fare in conveyance. Total column again conveyance column. Then next,
Paid rupees 100 for refreshment.
buy refreshment. You write buy refreshment. Buy refreshment. Buy refreshment. How much?
100.
100 in total column, and again 100 will be in refreshment column. Right? You have written buy refreshment. Give the date 12. Date is 12. Okay. Next,
Paid rupees 110 for auto fare.
buy auto fare. Buy auto fare. Buy auto fare. You write total how much?
110.
110, and in conveyance you write 110. 110. Next,
Paid rupees 80 for Hella Fair,
buy Thela Fair. Give the date also.
20 January.
20 January. Buy Thela Fair. Buy Thela Fair. You write rupees 18 total and rupees 80 in carriage and cartage. Right? You write rupees 80. What is written? Rupees 80. Rupees 80 in total and then in carriage and cartage again rupees 80. So next,
Paid rupees 75 for auto fare,
buy auto fare. Buy auto fare.
January 21st,
21st February. No, January. How much rupees?
75.
75 in total and 75 in where? Conveyance. Next,
Purchase tea, sugar and sweets, rupees 90.
purchased.
Tea, sugar and sweets,
Buy tea, sugar and sweets. Right? Buy tea, sugar and sweets. Buy tea, sugar and sweets.
22nd January,
27 January, 22nd. Total
90.
90 and refreshment 90. Write in refreshment 90 again. Next,
Paid rupees 25 for miscellaneous expenses,
buy miscellaneous expenses. Buy miscellaneous expenses. How much date?
23rd,
23rd. Total kiman?
25.
25 and miscellaneous 25. Next,
Purchase pen, pencil, rubber, paper, etc. for office use.
buy pencil, rubber, etc. Buy pencil, rubber, etc. You write in total
150.
150 and this is stationery. Write in stationery. Next,
Give 24.
24 date. You return in total payment and again in stationery. Next item,
25th January.
25th January.
Paid for postage and stamps.
Buy postage and stamps. Buy postage and stamps. 110 in total and in postage and stamps again 110. Next,
27 January.
27 January, what's the question?
Paid telephone charges, rupees 120.
Buy telephone charges. Right? Buy telephone charges. Buy telephone charges. Total kiman?
120.
120 and telephone charges 120. Straight telephone charges 120. Next,
29 January.
29 January.
Paid Thela Fair,
You write buy Thela Fair.
rupees 80.
Buy Thela Fair. Rupees 80 total and it will be in carriage and cartage. Thela Fair again carriage and cartage 80. Next,
31st January.
31st January.
Paid for miscellaneous expenses,
Buy miscellaneous expenses. Buy miscellaneous expenses. How much?
rupees 90.
Rupees 90. And in miscellaneous again you put rupees 90. Finished? Okay. After doing this much, see this much you have done. After doing this much, you do one thing. You give a line from here like this and this side also. And again here. This one. Now you total here, all items you total. Total. Please total it. Total it here, all items. And this side you give this way. This side total is 1000. And here total is 1000. First you total this one. This you total first. This one. And you'll get here a balance. Write here 1000. You'll get a balance here. Total it balance. Okay, total Quran. You do all columns total. All columns total. Anybody done? Iman? 1310. 1. Oh, this is more than the amount received. This should not be actually. Actually, there is some mistake in the question. You do one thing. The first amount that you wrote in the question, amount received, you make it 2000. First question amount 2000. In the question also correct it. Because I have given the question, there may be mistake. You make it 2000. Make it 2000. Yeah. Below also 2000. Yeah. Now here write 2000 and you write the total here. 1310. 1310. And next you write here that you do one thing. You write here buy balance CD. Right here. This place. Buy balance CD. Okay, 1410. Buy balance CD. Buy balance CD. Okay, you find the difference. Find the balance here. This two figure, you find the balance. How much amount is left? What is the balance? 590. Right here, 590. 590. And you put here date 31st January. You write here 2 balance BD. 2 balance BD. And this 590 will be coming here. 590. See, out of 2000, they have spent 1410. So they are having 519 hand. Now head cashier will pay the petty cashier what is spent that amount 1410. So that's a 2 cash account. 2 cash account. You write here 1410. And here February 1. Okay, same date. February 1. So this question is over. And now it is again becoming 2000 for the next period. This is Impress system of petty cash book. And here you have to total all the columns. There's nothing, so give a dash here. Give a dash here. Okay, you see it? So this is the analytical petty cash book. You see so many columns are there. And how balancing is done, you find out. All columns are totaled. And the total, there is a balance of 590. Buy balance CD is coming here, 2 balance BD. 2 cash, the exact amount spent. So this is analytical petty cash book. Hope you understood. This is how to balance. I showed you how to make the columns. How to make the columns. I showed you that. How to draw it. How to give the entries. And how to total. And how to find the ultimate balance. You have seen this is very, very important. How to find this balance? You have to total this total payments here, and the amount received 2000 and difference is in hand 590. So this balance CD is again coming here, and to cash account exact amount which is spent 14,41410, that is again received from the head cashier. So this way analytical petty cash book is made. Hope you understood. So please practice at home this type of question. I'll be again giving some questions. Okay. Thank you.